Hi everyone, welcome to the course. Introduction to Web Design. This is the first Friday that we've met. Hybrid course, so this is day 1, week 1, and this is the fall 2019. We did a little bit of a course overview, talked a little bit about information communication technology, web page basics, and we just got to start assignment 1. Let's take a look at what we did. First of all, we managed logins into the course and the students set a new password. Next Friday, when you come to log in, if your password doesn't work, you will have to contact me. I'll be around to help you with that. We talked about this Dirk rule. If you're working on something, 15 minutes, you keep pounding away at the exact same thing. Another 15 minutes, more or less, you worked on it for a half hour and you can't get it to work. Set it aside, go do something else and come back to it the next day or later in the day and so forth. If you have to, you can send me an email. You can use my Google number for texting. Make sure you give your name and so forth. More or less, don't spend multiple hours trying to get something to work and then come back to me and say, I've tried forever, can't get this to work. I said, well, you should have stopped, set it aside, contact me, and we'll help you with it. My name is Mike Dirksen. I'm the instructor. I go by Mr. Dirksen. The course is a hybrid, about 50-50. We cover 2 major things on web design, HTML, cascading style sheets, and a little bit of JavaScript. Then we also do a content management system. We use WordPress. So you're creating websites using these 2 options. Most of the website creation work is done in class. It doesn't have to be. You can work outside of class on that. So that's half the class. Let's say this 50%. And then this is pretty much research. I give you some direction and you look up things dealing with the web. Okay? And there's a lot to learn about the web before actually creating websites. That's why this is an introduction course to the web. Okay? We used DirksenEducation.com. We did an example. And then we went through the syllabus. You need to look through the syllabus. Make sure you understand the items in there, especially how we grade, late work, class attendance, and so forth. So, we looked a little bit at how things are organized in the classroom. You have a PC, and it connects into the academic IT area. We have a firewall. And then through that firewall, you connect to an intermediate device here at the college, which connects out to the Iowa Communications Network, which is our internet service provider, and that gets us into the internet. Now, we talked about the syllabus. And I said, well, it's stored at Google because it's a Google Doc. Now I said this might be at Council Bluffs because they have a big data center there. So you're on this PC and you go out to the internet and it goes through the internet. In fact, all the packets don't even necessarily take the same route, but they all end up here. We get our syllabus document and it keeps us updated here on the PC. Now, how do we keep track, and how does Google or anybody keep track of all these files stored on a computer? Well, we have a file structure, and we have a file path. That makes sense? So, we did a little bit of work with that in class. And here we go. So I created on the desktop, I created a directory called Dirksen1. And inside that directory I made 3 other directories. Then I created an index file and made it an HTML file, so that if I clicked on that, that would open a browser and it would allow me to access files in these directories giving the correct path. Then I took a screenshot. I did an Alt print screen, and that allowed me just to capture this window. And then I pasted it into a Google Doc, and I didn't put everything in, but I put my information in up here and say, well, this is assignment, this is part of assignment number 1. You'd have all that information. And then I just pasted it in. And then we will create a PDF of this information and send it to Canvas. Now, if they didn't, student-wise, if you didn't get that all done, we're going to work on that this Friday. We'll finish that up, and we'll take a look at the work. You're working through the activities in the curriculum, in Canvas. You work through the modules, and you do the items in the modules. There's an outline we need to be filling out. There's this first thing on change, which we're going to discuss on Friday. And then there are activities in the material. You work on those during the week, and then we'll be working on the HTML and some of these materials, and eventually WordPress in class. And that's it. So we got a good start on the term.